Well, good evening, everybody. This little short segment here, I'm going to be changing things up because finding that Google software as far as my camera is just not playing nice. So I think what we're doing from now on is that when there's what I think is relevant information to give you guys, I'm just going to be doing a video of it and just upload it to YouTube, and they can do with it whatever they will. I try to record this in high def, but of course on their end they may compress it down so that it can be seen, well, it doesn't use up so much space in their servers. Nevertheless, on playback the quality just wasn't the way I wanted. The camera wasn't playing nice with their end. I couldn't keep it in focus, so I find this is the best way to do this. It's simply just record this, and the segments won't be near as long, 10-15 minutes, maybe shorter, maybe longer. That's pretty much how I'm going to have to do it from here on out. Okay, we're continuing on with the interior on the 59 Impala, and what I've been doing is I'm adding piping to the seats. And what I've done to the seat bottom here so far is to add some piping. It's that little roll of material you see around the edges on most cars, particularly cars out of the well, even cars today, you see that, especially a vinyl or leather seat, you see that little pleating or stitching or roll of piping they have around to kind of hide the seams where it was originally sewn. And how I replicated that is I have some 15 thousandths rod. It's from Plastruct. Good stuff. You can pick it up at any well stocked train shop. You can pick it up online. You can probably go on eBay and pick it up. What I like about this, it's a lot denser than evergreen, particularly when it comes to bending corners and things like that. It doesn't want to break apart like evergreen rod may. And just to demonstrate how I put this on, is like I like to get it started. Let me get my magnifiers on here so I can see up close, see what I'm doing here. Let me adjust this light away just a little bit. Alrighty. So kind of get it started on one end, and then very slowly kind of work my way around. So in this particular instance here, I'm working on the side of the seat back. So I have a little bit started here, and I'm going to add just a tiny bit of ambroid with my touch and flow applicator, and very gently just sort of press that down. Okay, then flow some more along the edge there, work that in. Okay, then working around. And sometimes it might be good just to let it dry a bit before you bend it around, because as it dries you can work it, you can do loops and curves and things. And sometimes you can pre-bend it. I might try to do that. And of course if you mess up, you can always, just take it off and do it over, but it's, like I said, it's a good idea to sometimes pre-shape it if you can. Okay. Now this were evergreen, this would have snapped by now. It would have just, evergreen's okay as far as it goes, but like I said, this Plastruct is a little styrene, but it's a little bit denser material, and just seems to work for me a little bit better when it comes to doing things like this, where evergreens, I've always had trouble snapping at corners and things like that, and that's frustrating. Some of you may even use electrical wiring, like Detail Masters wiring. Well, that's okay too, but I always have trouble getting that stuff to stick. Some guys use super glue. That's okay, I guess. It's just that, trying to keep a mess from the super glue or whatever you're using, you got to drill holes to get it to stay down. I find this works, to me, works best. Like I said, this is what works for me. You can try whatever works for you, but this works for me. Okay, we're working this around. And once again, steady hands are paramount. I can't emphasize that enough. I know some of you don't have steady hands, but that's sometimes what it takes to get things to come out the way you want it. Just a good steady, and work slowly. Don't try to rush. Too many guys, I see photos and stuff where I can tell they rushed, and there's no rush. Really, good models are never rushed. Those of you who've been building a while know that. Okay, work that around. Trying to get that, meet that corner. I think the best way to do that is hold that steady. Take our applicator and flow some in. Tack it down. Okay, and then we'll come around to the other side. I'm trying to keep this in the camera view here, so I don't. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hold that like that. Run some along here and tack it down. Oh, slipped on me here. Tell you what, let's hold it this way. Oh, better yet, I'll just cut it, because the long end here is dragging. I just don't really need that long of a piece. It's right there. Just cut that. Alright, much better. Okay. And then taking my tweezers, I'm very gently trying to make it meet the contours of the side of the seat back here. You don't want to force it, because like anything, any plastic, it can break, but like I said, not as easily as evergreen. You might even try to do this. And like I said, this is 15 thousandths round rod, 0.015. I think it's how you pronounce that, 15 thousandths rod. And your train shops, you really good, well stocked, not the little tiny ones, the well stocked train shops should have it. If they don't have it, you can ask, and if all else fails, you can always check out eBay or go online. You can go on Plastruct's website. They have a website. They should have a website out there. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Once that dries, I'll take some 400 grit sandpaper and kind of go in between to smooth things out a little bit where the glue marks are, and then later on, I think they go down as small as 10 thousandths. I'm going to add the little silver, which should be chrome piping, that goes along the top of the seat backs here, and then pretty much along the back side. Well, that's pretty much defined. I made this enhance a little bit. In fact, I will. I'm going to add some more piping. You know what? Let's see if I can do that right now. No, I better leave that alone. I've got this side bolster here, which should be chrome, to do. So I'm going to do that first and add that. So that's it for now. Like I said, I want this all to match up when everything's said and done. When the seats are together, they should be pretty much like that. They should tilt, kind of rotate in like that. And I got the hinge already kind of worked out in my mind how I want it to work, and that's it. So, hope that helps you out. Any questions, always, you can feel free to always drop me a line. I'll try to answer as best I can, as quickly as I can, and talk to you soon. See ya.